Glad you could make it. Looks like some people think the Chosen One is still out there. I might just happen to have found a lead in a small town called Novac. If this is the same man, then I am sure we can find a clue or two. Let's take a look at the case files. I've heard of 3 possible names for the Chosen One. Nard, Chitsa, and Mingan. Nard is the classic slasher type, good and quick with a knife. Maybe the story of a silver tongue is the real deal. The strong, silent type. Looks like a trip to Novac is on the cards. Let's find our suspect.
Who sent you? I ain't talking. They tried to get me to talk before, but I didn't say nothing. And I don't aim to now, by gum.
We tried to make you talk.
Confound it, Nobark, you done it again. You let on that you know things. Now they'll never let you be. All right, stranger, you got me. What do you want to know?
Why do they call you Nobark?
'Cause they know I ain't just barking here. What I say has got bite, 'cause it's the truth. Them quack doctors can say what they want about all the rat scorpion stings that done pierced my skull. I know what I seen.
Anything happening in town?
There's been things of a disturbing nature going on at the McBride Corral. Seems every night one of their herd meets a most unnatural death. And always there's holes all over the body. Work of the Chupacabra, the livestock vampire, says Nobark. But they don't pay no mind. Too many holes, they say, and there's bullets in them. Well, says Nobark, we got a Chupacabra with an automatic weapon. And that's when they get real quiet, 'cause now they see the predicament we're in.
What can you tell me about the deaths?
I come face to face with the Chupacabra himself one night, whilst I was investigating whether this gecko was hiding his treasure from me. He was the meanest, ugliest Chupacabra you could imagine. Had 2 heads and fangs down to the ground. Best I could tell anyways, since when he come up to me he was invisible. Had himself a blunderbuss, what would rotate and shoot bullets real fast out of a backpack. Never seen nothing like it. Walked right past me having an argument with somebody. But I only saw one Chupacabra, so I guess the other fella had to be invisible too, only more invisible than the other one.
Anything else happening?
Folks will tell you that they seen ghouls up near the rocket factory. Sensationalist hooey, cooked up by superstitious yokels, seeing phantoms of their own imagining.
What is really going on at the factory?
Ghosts. Commie ghosts who don't know they're dead. Hoping to steal our rockets so they can fly up and paint the moon pink and draw a Lenin face on it. I seen one of them disappear and reappear before my very eyes. Although, being a scientist, I have to admit I might have just blinked for longer than usual, what with the shock of seeing a commie ghost and so forth. If anyone asks, we never spoke.
Nobark. Seems like a trouble name to me. I wonder why this man stares at this house. Perhaps there's another story involving this. It seems we're not looking for Chitsa. This takes window shopping to a whole new level. Only a trouble would think this is a normal thing to do. What is he looking for?
Careful. They got spies all over.
I wonder what is on the other side. That's strange. There is no window here. And this one does not make sense. I can't visit Novac without seeing the main attraction. Hello, good sir.
Welcome. Come on in. Welcome to the Dino Bite gift shop. My name's Cliff. If you're here for the T-Rex figurines, you're just in time. There's still a few left.
What do you sell here?
Well, there's T-Rex figurines, of course. That's our bread and butter. We also have an assortment of the Repcon factory souvenirs, rockets, things of that nature.
What about guns? You sell those?
Guns? Well, yeah, I guess I might have a few. Darn it, no one ever buys the T-Rexes.
May I take a look?
Sure thing. Have a look.
This seems to be identical to what the Chosen One might have had back in California. Definitely some kind of lead. Let's go talk to Nobark again. I don't mean any harm.
We'll just see about that. You come any closer and I'm liable to stick you with my sticking knife. Old Sticky's feeling mighty ornery this day.
For an old man, he seems like he knows his way around enough. Could this be Nard? We can talk from this distance.
You sure now? It's kind of hard to hear you.
You said you would stab me with that dirty knife.
Okay, just speak up a little. But not so much that they hear you. They got people everywhere, always listening.
I wonder who he means by they. From what I hear from Nobark, it sounds like he knows a good deal of pro-war history. Could his views on commies be inspired by some Vault-Tec holotapes? From what I hear, the tribe of the Chosen One were in possession of just such tapes. Perhaps the Chosen One used these texts to form a new identity under the shadow of the Dano.
The old discs speak of an item called the Garden of Eden Creation Kit. It is said it can bring life to the wasteland.
What are these traps for? Why is he not showing the Sunset Sarsaparilla logo? Let's disarm these traps. He's not letting up his secret source of caps. Explains why this place is a pigsty. All this for 37 caps. What can you buy with 37 caps? This man at least has some knowledge of pre-war America, and perhaps even the Voltec. Good to see an American these days. I thought people forgot what it was. I think we may have a doomsday prepper. I don't like to judge, but this kleptomaniac has built some kind of temple of trials in his home.
For that proof, you must first journey to the Temple of Trials. If you survive, come back to me. We will talk more.
It's time to find out what others think of Nobark. Well, he was right about the cows.
Hey there. In from out of town, ain't you? Name's Dusty.
I heard you have lost some cattle.
Losing don't describe it. It's a massacre. A few more days and there won't be nothing left to lose.
What is going on with the attacks?
Every night around midnight, Alice and I wake up to some crazy hollering and gunshots. You'd think the world was ending all over again. But it's just one animal each night. They don't take it or carve it up or nothing. Just leave it there, all full of holes. We'd be grateful, especially if you find them before they get my whole stock. But don't go getting yourself killed over it. Alice and I'll find a way to make do. Always have.
Did you see who did it?
Beg your pardon, mister, but them two-headed beeves ain't worth getting shot over. Not to mention what would happen if half of what Nobark says is true. Best we can hope is that whoever's doing this will move on or get tired of it. I just hope it happens while we still got animals left. Whoever it is, I don't think they're from around town. Seems like they've taken to shooting from the west side.
What's your job here in Novac?
Oh, I tend to my ranch. That's about it. Alice will tell you, I don't get out a whole lot.
Look who's here. What brings you here?
I was wondering about Nobark.
That Nobark was skulking around our yard last week. I thought he was our cow killer. Was about to lash him with our bullwhip till I saw who it was. He's harmless, though. Part of me wishes I could see things like he sees them. All full of mystery.
Full of mystery, huh? Maybe this broad may be onto something.
I'm not sure who started it. Wasn't a very nice name, but he took to calling himself by it, so we all had to. I don't even remember what his real name is.
Now this is very interesting. She recalls an older name for Nobark.
Anyway, I think it comes from that expression that people say when you're crazy, that not all of your dogs are barking. Poor Nobark.
Mole rat men come up from the underneath to steal young women with promises of riches and fancy mud mansions with all the latest designer appliances. They covered our lady folks' long hair for wigs, it said, being either bald or balding themselves. If you're talking about that thing that looks like the entrance to the center of the earth, I think it might just be a pothole. But we better check it out anyway.
There's an old story people used to tell about talking rats back in Klamath and Gecko. Similar to what I've heard Nobark help about.
Don't you laugh at me. I know a spell that'll make you show your true form. Cave Rat taught it to me.
I was searching the town for clues and I came across an old highwayman. Could this be the same car from the stories of the Chosen One? You never know. Look what we have here. Sunset sarsaparilla bottle cap. It has Nobark written all over it. Whoever drove this way was looking for treasure.
Whilst I was investigating whether this gecko was hiding his treasure from me.
Wherever you find these caps, you find a lot of crazy people. If Minion scouted his way here, the safest place would be the Dinosaur, acting as some kind of scarecrow against creatures. It's where I would run to if I was being chased by rad scorpions. I'm starting to get a clear picture of what went on. If the car came from the north, this may have been an ambush point. The Viper gang who set up camp here may be the reason for the crash. As we can see, it is not uncommon for people from California to migrate here. Could they have had a run-in with the Chosen One? Daisy the vertibird Pollard is also from California, now living in Novac. There's also another fellow from California staying here.
Oh, so you have heard of me. Yeah, that's right. I was the big draw at the Shark Club. People used to pay hundreds of caps to see me.
Don't listen to a word Nobark says. I don't think he ever sleeps, so it's no wonder he spouts nothing but nonsense.
Look, mister, I know you were keeping a secret.
I give up. Please don't do no harm to me, mister. Leastways not my face. All I got left is my rugged good looks. What do you want to know? Don't you think about it. I am not dead. Now if you wait, we can share. Wait, where are you going? Now, give me a minute. It moved.
It seems my investigation has left me with more questions than answers. But if it was down to my opinion, I would say Norbert could very well be Minkin. But that is just merely speculation. Looks like I may have more digging to do, but for now, I have some business to attend to in the Commonwealth.